I should have been did this like a week or so ago, but boom. My top 10 albums of 2024. Iced Out Usopp's top 10 albums of 2024. First, I got some honorable mentions. I'm gonna be honest though. I ain't gonna. This ain't objective. This is what I listen to. You know, just the year basically. Great year for music. Hip hop is very alive. We had some great drops, some great feuds. I like to say, if I call that. A lot of good, like a lot of people that been on hiatuses returned as well. I'm just gonna focus in on rap for this though. Okay, first for them honorable mentions, we got number 1, We Don't Trust You. Now, Future is a great artist, man. So is Metro Boomin. And I feel like this one, that kicked off the whole shebang that we had going on for this year. So just for that, that's another big one. And, you know, Metro's a great producer. Future's a great artist. Mesh well. Good, consistent. But I just listened to the albums after this more than that. That's the only reason they didn't make it to 10. You Only Die Once. Freddie Gibbs. That's a great one. This felt like a more like calm. This is like it's still good, but it's like a backseat. He took more of a backseat on this one. Another one that really could have made it into the top 10, Dark Times, Vince Staples. Again, it did nothing wrong. I just like the other 10 more. He's a great lyricist. He's a person who could be lyrical without it being boring. And he more so like, people might say he's lyrical, but for me, he's more so like, he's kind of like mature gangster rap. Like, he's not promoting it. Like, he's that type of gangster rapper. Another honorable mention, we got Smino, Maybe in Nirvana. 10 songs, kind of short. For me, it feels like more of like a mixtape-ish. And then he said it was made before A Love for Rent. So then that's just like narratively, it's like kind of back in time. So still was good. It was just like another back. Was my category Roblox this whole time? We changed that. Just chat. Alright, another honorable mention I got, Bando, Stone, and New World. Now that is another favorite artist of mine that been gone for a while and came back. So that was the first one. It was like he was kind of doing a lot on the album, but a lot of it did land well. Some things was just like kind of, because it was a theme of a movie soundtrack. I don't even know if that's a real movie. But the theme was a movie soundtrack, so yeah, it's a lot of things that like happened on the album because of that. Okay, that's all the honorable mentions. My number 10 of my top 10 is Shadowbox by Mavi. Now, very underrated, but this was some peak rapping on this. He had a run. He had multiple runs, but the run from Open Waters I did, I'm So Tired, all the way into Grindstone, just straight peak. Very underrated. He has some good lyrics, some good flows, and some great beats, man. Bro. Favorite song off that one gotta be Too Much to Zell, just for the topic. Alright, moving along. My number 9 is Ultra 85, bro. For me, the best Logic album yet. Ultra 85 was an album with 20 songs. The intro track, Paul Rodriguez, was 9 minutes long. And again, I feel like to have an album with that many songs and still not get boring is a feat in itself. And Logic has been on the run ever since No Pressure, or ever since Under Pressure. He's been on the run. And with this album right here, just straight, just greatness for me at least. Some of my favorite songs, the whole album. Some of my favorite songs may have been Fear, Deja Vu, 40 Forever, Thank You for Loving Me. Yeah. But this is the one that is kind of fresh on me, so I might need a lot more listens to really give you a standout track. My next one, a very consistent artist, one of my goats personally. My number 8 is King of the Mississippi South by Denzel Curry. Now, Denzel Curry, he's been on a run ever since he broke onto the scene. He's never missed. He's a rapper that could try different things and they hit each time. And for this one, it was more of a conventional sound. And some of my favorite tracks for this one, Hot One, of course, with that Tia Kareem verse. Really, the whole album. Black Flag Freestyle with the Mexican, bro. He had a lot of features and they all did their part. Scared with Kenny Mason, man. Hoodlums will Play That Boy Zay and ASAP Rocky. Still in the Paint, Laser Them, BK the Ruler. G's Up with 2 Chainz and Mike 9. Like, come on now. My number 7 is Might Delete Later, J. Cole. Now, of course, this album got lots of streams. It's Grammy nominated. But I feel like some people kind of glossed over this album because of 7 Minute Drill and like they didn't get the best reception, but it got removed off the album. So minus that, literally like no misses on this album. Like I feel like I wouldn't say peak necessarily, but like he hasn't fell from greatness at all. Like whatsoever. Like he is very consistent with the flows, all that. And there are corny bars from time to time, and I like that. A corny bar be funny sometimes, so I'm not hating for that. Some of my favorite tracks for this one, Absolute Run, 5-song run from Sticks and Stones, Pie, Stealth Mode, 3001, Trade the Truth, and Ibiza. Amazing, bro. Truly one of my favorite artists. I don't care. Now my number 6. My personal favorite breakout artist. Yeah, I know I'm a super fan of her. Alligator Bites Never Heal, Doechii. Whew. From here on up, it's just me personally straight 10s. Absolutely love Doechii. The way she does things, the intention. She's a good lyricist. Like the flows, the beats, the sassiness, the honesty. My favorite tracks are the whole album. That's it. But literally, it was a whole track run from Bullfrog, Bull Peanuts, Denials of the River, Catfish, Skip, Hide and Seek. Like, come on now. Just all of them songs been on repeat. Even more, we got Boom Bap, Nissan Altima, Alligator Bites Never Heal, Firefly. Like, come on now. One of my favorite artists of this time. Like, I feel like TDE is back running stuff with her right here, and SZA, Kendrick, Schoolboy Q. This rap is still in good hands as long as TDE is running stuff as they should be. All right, now I said TDE, and really all these right here really could all be interchangeable on my top 5. But my number 5 album will have to be GNX. Now, again, my whole top 5 could be interchangeable, but I'm feeling this is my 5th favorite album because I like everything about it. It's more of a mixtape feel. This is Kendrick. You know, obviously he took more of a East Coast sound with this, which is perfectly which is great. It's not as narrative driven as his past albums, and ain't nothing wrong with that. It was just I still kind of like those a little more. Me personally, I'm real heavy on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers because just like that hit me hard. Pause. And really that and really his whole discog, to be honest. But some of my favorite tracks off this album: Luther, of course, Reincarnated, TV Off, Dodger Blue, Heart Part 6, bro. The Heart Part 6 is great. Like that whew. And Luther too with SZA, them going back and forth. Amazing. Absolutely ran this year, to be honest. If I had to have an MVP of this year, it gotta be Kendrick. Now my number 4. I don't know if we would even call this rap. Cry to Your Mama. Ain't My Problem. But it is. No Worries. Why Lord by Anderson .Paak, Knowledge, No Worries. Boom. Now this is just straight bangers. Like no misses. Every song hits. Absolute, like the way they mesh, and it's just. Now this is like a this is like kind of a like a dang FU type of album. It's like he got divorced. Anderson .Paak got divorced. So it's just like a why Lord. But yeah, some of my favorite tracks, man. Keeper with Thundercat on that bass, and then he had his verse in there. Daydreaming is just the absolute just sleeper. Just wow. Fall Through is great. She Used, Out the Way. Walk On by with Earl Sweatshirt, that verse. Earl Sweatshirt. If it's Earl Sweatshirt, I'm a fan out regardless. But overall, man, just a great album. I just love every second of it. Like when my first listen, no misses at all. Anderson .Paak is really just truly a great, like, he's one of my goats. Never missed. Like, he doesn't have an album that's below an 8 for me. Now these 3, for me, like, they really all could be interchangeable. Like, I was on them all heavy. But for my number 3, I am gonna have to go I Lay My Life Down For You by JPEG Mafia. Now this one. Now y'all know I'm a huge JPEG Mafia stan right here, boy. Now my favorite tracks, if y'all could just look at this right here. Literally every song, minus that one, but literally every song. Bro, now the best ones. The best ones. A great New Black History, just a great collab with Vince Staples. Great verse, man. JPEG Ultra. Now JPEG Mafia and Denzel Curry is just always gonna be a good collab. Perfect verse from Denzel, bro. Either On or Off the Drugs was great. Don't Put Anything on the Bible is my absolute on repeat song. And I think it was Either On or Off the Drugs where he had that the Future sample, the Future AI sample. That is just a feat in itself on the album, to just have an AI and it not be trash. I'll Be Right There was great. The outro, I Recover From This, great. Truly 10 out of 10 album for me. Every time I come across a song in my playlist from this album, I just be like, oh, gotta queue up the entire album and listen to it. Every time, never fails. But yeah, that's my number 3. Now number 2. Y'all know what albums with 2 people I mentioned that I haven't named yet. Now my number 2. It's gonna have to be Chromocopian, Tyler the Creator. Now Tyler the Creator is my goat right here. He, ever since he dropped Fireball, he's been on an absolute run of putting out nothing but just like, he just shifts the music world with every album. Absolutely amazing. Like, one of the GOATs. Solidified one of the GOATs. Now, some of my favorite tracks, personally. That's how you know I was really listening to it. Some of my favorites gonna have to be Noid, I had to absolutely on repeat. I love that verse at the end of the song that's not in the music video. Darling, I would tease a touchdown. It's just nasty. I love I Killed You. I really like that song. Hit me like deep because I relate to it. As a black person with 4C hair, I just relate to it. Now Sticky is just a great moment. I love Glorilla. I love Sexy Red. Of course, I love Lil Wayne. The surprise verses just make the album. Thought I Was Dead. Again, one of my favorites right here. Schoolboy Q. Great verse. All that. And this song right here is got to be probably one of my favorite songs of the year. I hope you found your way home, bro. Amazing. 4 minutes and 29 seconds of greatness. Tyler was slipping and sliding on the beat, bro. Great production. Just great everything. Another 10 out of 10 album for me, boy. Now for my number one. I missed this so much. I told you how amazing he was. It's going to have to be Bad Ass Fucking Kid by Netspin. Yes, that's my number one album. Now my real number one album of the year is Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. Now this is just an album, just at the time, just gave me everything I needed. Like the beats, the syncopation, the offness of it sometimes, the griminess, the aggression, the flows, the lyrics, production, all that. Now, this like was just straight hit. Just hit. Songs like Thank God for Me, Urine 101, Lovebirds, Ohio with Freddie Gibbs, woo, Fool with Al Soul, First, Nunu, Back in Love, Lost Time, bro, Time Killers, Pig Feet with Childish Mate, bro. My most played album this year, absolutely. It was just at a time where it was like I needed something to cleanse my palate, and this came in and just hits. The album's so good, a nigga voice started going out. Just perfect. Just came with perfect timing. This was an early one, and I'm absolutely hurt that it got no Grammy nom. What are they on? This absolutely should have been nominated and should have won a Grammy. But you got it in my heart, boy. You got it. That's my list. Wrap it up there. That's my list. Truly great year for rap. Rap is on top. Rap will never die. The best. Yeah.